The Ace Champion here is showing you how to wrap a Wilson overgrip white. First of all, you have the tape that was on it like this. You're going to slide that tape off, undo the, you're going to undo the grip, okay? Okay. Take out the cardboard piece. You have not taken off the wrapping yet, so this is what you're going to want to do. Is take off the wrapping. If you can make it, then you'll see. Okay. Take off the wrapping on the side where that does not go on the racket, where your hand's going to be placed. Okay. You put it on top of the cushion grip, so what you're going to do, take off this piece of protection tape stuff, and there's sticky part right there, so you don't want to redo this a lot. Okay. Then you're going to take your grip, push it down because it's sticky, remember? And then I like to go to the right. Some people prefer going to the left. Just depends. They say righties go to the right, the opposite way. So you're not going to want to pull it tight with the Wilson grip. Just like not too tight, but tight enough to where it'll stay down. Okay. So after that, you wrap it once, and then you're going to start angling. You're going to start angling down the racket. And I like my grips to be wider rather than like smaller, rather than closer together. So I'm gonna wrap it further apart, which means if you wrap it further apart, that means that you see the little humps there. You're gonna place it at the bottom of the racket. So if you watch, when I twist, it goes lower rather than going higher like this on the racket. Okay? But if you like your grips to be, if you like it to be wide, you don't want to go too far down at the bottom, because then when you start playing, your hand will kind of rough it up and it'll come off. It'll start like coming up. The ends will. And so there. It's a pretty fast thing. And when you finish at the top here, most people like to cut it or bend it. I was never really good at the bending. And if you're somewhere by yourself, not at home, where you don't have scissors, then you can't cut it, can you? So then what I like to do is, these grips are easy to rip. So what I used to do is I just used to rip it short enough. Not short, but to where it's short enough that it won't overlap the racket. So then you do that, and you're gonna hold it down, and you're gonna take the little piece. You can hold it like this. Take the little piece, undo it, and then take it off. And I like the Wilson name to be facing me on my racket. So you're gonna take it, and what you want to do is wrap it on the part that keeps coming up. Wrap it on there first, that way you can let go, and voila, you have wrapped an overgrip. make sure it's comfortable before you actually put the tape on like I did. But I usually get it right every time, so I know I don't have any problems. But just remember, you don't want to put it too close to the edges, and just make sure it's comfortable to you. And then if you're in a place where you don't have scissors, ripping, I mean, it's okay. Just, I mean, it's fine to me, but yeah, so that's what you want to do. And if you check out my other videos, I'm going to show you how to grip it closer together. I don't do that because the humps annoy me, and it makes me feel like my hands. Then I'm going to show you how to wrap a Turner grip. Turner grips are blue grips. They're much harder to wrap than the Wilson or Alpha or Babolat grips, because those grips have the things that pretty much signify where you're going to start. Like how I said, that take off that little tape and it's like diagonal where you start. But Turner grips, you have both sides are blue, both sides are square, and so it's just a mess. And you have to pull it like 2 times as hard just to start it, and it's harder because, yeah. And then you have, this is still an overgrip. You have the difference between an overgrip and a replacement grip. Replacement is what comes on your racket. So I'll show you. A replacement grip goes on this. This is called a cushion grip. It goes on here. This is the exact same one, but I'm gonna put a new one on it because it's old. But anyway, so you replace this with this, and you replace this one with this grip. Any grip, really, but I mean not any grip. I mean any replacement grip. So if you go to a tennis store, ask for the replacement grips if you're trying to replace this part, but ask for an overgrip if you want to put a grip on top of this cushion grip. But if you go to the tennis stores, make sure you get the right thing. So ask the person who works there if you're getting the right thing, just to be sure. And if you were to replace this grip, what you're doing is taking off the tape here, just like you took off the tape on an overgrip. Take this tape off, and then you're going to put this one on. This one is much stickier than an overgrip because it has adhesive down the whole thing on the inside. So you want to be careful that they don't stick together. These are like $6-7, and depending on the company, they could be more expensive. But so you don't want to mess up on that, because it's gonna pretty much, that's how your overgrips are gonna feel on top of this. So you don't want to mess that up. So these are your finished products of a Turner grip here, Wilson grip here, and in my next videos I will show you how to wrap a Turner grip and how to wrap closer together grips on this. So keep watching. Thanks for checking out my videos. And on one video, when I get my camera back, I will show you how to string a tennis racket. Pretty simple process after you get it down. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Peace.